people. I'm kind of under the weather today, and I'm pretty much is on the couch today. So y'all kind of have to kind of bear with me using my inside voice, and I'm kind of sounding a bit raggedy today. So kind of bear with me on that. So I'm gonna do the best I can to introduce you all to my jumbo cinnamon rolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and take that stroll. Okay, kind of bear with me in my sinus acting up on me, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can pull this off. Okay, let's do this. I have here a half cup of milk, warm milk, a package of fast rise yeast, and I have a teaspoon of sugar. Stir them together and set it aside for 3 to 5 minutes so that it can form a frosted look. And when it forms that frosted look, it will be ready to use. Okay, there's the frosted look. Okay, it is ready to use. We're going to set it to the side. And I have a cup here of milk, whole milk, a cup of buttermilk, and a half cup of cooking oil. Placing all three into this bowl. And I'm going to add the frosty yeast into the mix. Make sure the bowl is clean. Okay, I also have 3 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm gonna add all this mix, stir it all in together. Okay, then I'm gonna come with my stick of melted butter. And I'm gonna stir all of this together. Okay, don't forget about the old egg. And we're going to place it in the mix too. And make sure your butter is not very hot. Make sure your butter is just at room temperature melting point so it won't cook your egg. We're going to stir them together. And they do not have to be a neat stir. It's still lumpy. That's even better when you see the yeast lumpy in the mix. Don't let that bother you. Don't pull your hair out about it. Okay, I have 4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. And in this flour, I have a half teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm gonna mix that half of it into it. I'm gonna mix half of that flour in, and then I'm gonna come again with the second half and combine all of it together so that we can form our dough for our cinnamon rolls. And subscribers, even though I don't have a voice today, thanks for watching my content, my channel, should I say. Thank y'all so much. I know I sound pretty raggedy, but we're gonna mix this dough until we form a soft batch of dough. I'm gonna mix it all together. Okay, and in my other pan, I'm going to add a third of cooking oil, and I'm going to make sure I surface the pan with the entire cooking oil in the pan. Just a drop or two of cooking oil, with a total to be a third or more. It doesn't really matter, long as it wets the dough. We want that cooking oil to keep that dough moist. I'm gonna flip that dough over, and we're gonna make sure it's wet with the cooking oil on all sides. Then I'm gonna place saran wrap over my bowl, and I'm gonna place my bowl for about an hour on top of my oven, on top of the stove, with the oven on for 350 degrees. And that heat from the oven will be helping my dough rise. As you see, the dough has rised. An hour has gone by, and I'm removing my saran wrap. Okay, it has doubled in size. Y'all see it's swelled up quite a bit. So the dough is doubled in size. And as you notice, I have to put wax paper on my countertop because my countertop is in need of great repair. It's in need of repair. So I have to protect my cooking, protect my dough by placing wax paper on my countertop. I need my countertop redone, you guys. I'm so sorry about my voice, but I'm trying to get this across to you all. Okay. All right, we have our dough on the counter on our wax paper. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of flour over the top of the dough so that we can help this dough form its shape. I'm gonna place some flour in my hands, just a little bit. I'm gonna work this dough, and then I'm gonna work this dough and also punch out the air bubbles out of the dough as much as possible. But you don't have to do this all day. Just do it just a little bit. And then we work your dough over. You work it over and work it over until you form the ball that you want. And it is protected with a thin layer of flour. And believe me, you guys, this dough is so soft. You can tell these gonna be some beautiful cinnamon rolls. The dough is so soft, and it go whatever way direction I want it to go in. That's how you know you working with a good dough. And yes, I've been drinking plenty of water and plenty of orange juice and taking all kind of vitamins. And you guys, we can't dodge this funny weather. This is that Louisiana weather. Okay, I'm gonna lightly flour my rolling pin, and I'm gonna roll out my dough. And I'm gonna roll it until it becomes about 1/3 of an inch thick. That's how I'm gonna roll it until then, till it become about 1/3 of an inch thick. And I'm gonna roll it into a rectangle shape. Roll it and try to form a rectangle shape. Okay, here we go. And next step is going to be my softened butter. I'm going to spread my softened butter all over the top of this dough. Smear it all over there. And yeah, please excuse me on this. Excuse my old raggedy voice. I'm gonna spread it all over. And now I'm gonna place my dark brown sugar all over the surface of the dough. Okay, now that we've got that done, we're gonna go with our cinnamon. Sprinkle our cinnamon all over it. I love a lot of cinnamon, so you can sprinkle as much as you want on there. I like lots of cinnamon. Okay, now that we've gotten all that done, we're gonna take our time and roll from the longest end of our dough. We're gonna start rolling it. We're gonna roll it and roll it and roll it until it's all rolled up. We're gonna tuck and roll, tuck and roll. You know, I'm trying to avoid putting my fingernails into the dough because I don't want to form a hole into the dough. So that is why I'm rolling this dough the way that I'm doing. Okay, we got this dough rolled together, and I'm gonna flour my hands again. And then I'm gonna pinch the ends of this roll of dough, of our cinnamon rolls. We're gonna pinch it together we're gonna seal it by pinching it with, how do you all say it? Okay, now that we got it sealed up, sprinkle a little flour over the wax paper. Just a little. Okay. You know, as I play with this roll of cinnamon rolls, you can really stretch these cinnamon rolls, and you can end up with more than what you expected to have. Okay, I have my 12 by 9 inch pan, and I've greased it with Crisco shortening. Okay, I'm gonna cut that off and lay it to the side. We're gonna cut that dysfunctional end off. It's functional long as it's food. And we're gonna cut about an inch each. Let's start cutting at 1 inch wide each. Inch wide. They're so soft. I'm trying to avoid tearing them up. They're so soft. Make sure that your cinnamon rolls are sealed so that they won't come open while they're baking. And some people use egg yolk to seal theirs, but with me, if I pinch it good enough, it's gonna be just fine, just fine. Place them into the pan. Place them into the pan. And make sure that you have if you're gonna make jumbo cinnamon rolls, make sure you have a good wide pan, at least 12 by 9, or 9 by 12 inches. Okay, now that I placed them all into the pan, I'm going to give them a finishing touch with butter. I'm gonna stroke some butter over them, and so that they get brown. And I'm going to place saran wrap over them again. And believe it or not, you guys, this batch of cinnamon rolls made a pan in a half pan of cinnamon rolls. Believe it or not. And we're going to place the saran over the top of the pan, and we're going to let it set until they rise. We're not going to place them in the oven. They doubled in size, as you can see. They doubled in size, and they are ready for the oven. Okay, while they are in the oven, I have 3 cups of powdered sugar, 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of whole milk, and I will be adding my milk little by little. And if you want this icing to be, if you want a thick icing, then just carefully add your milk. Next, a tablespoon of softened butter. I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. And in the end, I ended up using the whole 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, and there's our mix. Here's our icing for our cinnamon rolls. Now back to the cinnamon rolls. They've been baked and they are ready. And I'm going to splurge some melted butter again on these beautifully baked cinnamon rolls. And I'm going to make sure that that butter hit every crevice. Okay, then I'm going to come with this icing. And yes, my icing is a dark color because I use a dark color flavor, vanilla flavor. And so that I did not use the clear vanilla. But if you choose to have a whiter icing, you can use clear vanilla. Place all that icing on there. Smear it out on there. Oh boy, that looks good. That looks great. I'm gonna shoot for the corner, y'all. I'm gonna shoot for the corner. That's what I did. And trust me, you guys, I made this video. I voiced this video a couple of days after it was made. So I was not gagging or sneezing when making this video. Okay, we're gonna get it out of that corner. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna slide that plate under there. Slide that plate under there. Y'all see it's tearing up and falling apart. You don't even want to hold itself together. Okay. All right. How y'all like that? How do y'all like that? It looks great to me. I'm gonna let y'all taste it. Y'all see that? I'm gonna take me a piece off of there and let y'all taste it. Look at there. Look at the fluffiness in it. Wow. Y'all, this was so great. It was so great. I'm gonna let y'all look at that. Look at the airiness in it, the fluffiness in it. It was so great, y'all. To me, it was. But I'm gonna let you all go on with y'all's day, because I want to thank y'all once again for taking a stroll just to see how everything goes when living with me.